Oh, I wonder if it's already videotaping. How would you know if it's videotaping? Because I'm a bit of a stooge when it comes to things like that. I hope I'm not just talking to myself here. Well, I suppose that's not really different to what I do every day. I actually sit and talk by myself. You know, a lot of people say that's the first sign of madness. But I can tell you right now that I answer myself as well. I suppose that's the second sign of madness. Who cares, man? I'm already cuckoo. Do you see my hair? I know I've got very weird hair. They look like metal corkscrews. When I was young, my dad sometimes used to say to me, "What is wrong with you, man?" Okay, he didn't say man, that's me, because my dad spoke with with proper words. He said, "Those curls of yours have grown inwards and have corkscrewed your brain." Yeah, could very well be, especially to all of you that know me. You all know that Paris is, I would say, just a bit off, as mad as a hatter. Yeah, it's me again. And what you know, I'm again wearing pajamas. Can you see, everyone? Pajama. But I'm wearing winter pajamas. So, there, I'm wearing something different. Wow, when I did that, I reminded myself of that TLC series with Mama June. And I love watching comedy series. And now you'll say to me, "Why the hell are you on here live?" Wait, let me think. Why did I come on here? Oh, I know why I came on here. I came to tell you that the other day I sent messages to people and I saw that some people have erased me from Facebook for some reason. And I'm not saying, that they don't like me or that. All I'm saying is because I don't sit and chit-chat on Facebook, but it doesn't mean that I don't remember each and every one of you that are on my friends list. The people on my friends list are there for a purpose and for a reason. You are the person who has crossed my path in my life, 58 years of my life, 7 in Greece and 51 in South Africa, and you have given me a lot of pleasure, happiness, smiles, laughs, have been there for me through thick and thin, through my illness since I was very young, and with lupus and with cancer. So, I love each and every one of you, but I cannot come online and every day say, "I love you, because then I'm going to sound like Forrest Gump. And you're going to say, "Run, Paris, run." But Paris can't run. She can't walk. But really, it's all got to do with my hands not working properly. But let's make a little thing clear. My hands don't work properly, but as my husband says, this never shuts up. I think I've said it before. Apparently, when I was 4, I had bugged Father Christmas in Athens. I'm just putting off a cigarette there. I bugged Father Christmas for a small transistor radio those years. I'll never forget, it was a blue color. Anyway, Father Christmas went to an Athens toy store and found a transistor radio for me and brought it to me. However, the day after I got the present, my parents walked into my room and saw me very calmly, as they say, eating the inside of the little radio. I don't think I was eating the radio, okay? Even though they say that is why I never shut up. I think I was probably licking the acid from batteries. Phew, as if that's anywhere better. I got high at the age of 4 years old and have never come back down on earth. Yeah, so I don't forget you, but you won't see me often. It has become very difficult for me. It has, hello Roman, I'm live on Facebook. So everyone knows you've just walked in the house.
Wow.
Yes. And Romek, also you must phone Roman Weimer.
Okay.
Proszę. There we are. I had to put a bit of Polish in there so that you guys can all know that I do speak Polish.
No problem.
You see, my husband says no problem. Shame, he goes through so much shit with me, this poor man. 39 years of having me as a wife. Doing! I mean, that could really cause someone heavy psychological problems. And as for my poor child, woo, hoo, 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 hoo. I have made her nearly as cuckoo as me, but she's more serious. She's got the logic from her father. I have no logic. I'm completely illogical, and don't ask me anything about numbers and mathematics. I am a real idiot, like Mrs. Brown says in Ireland. I can't do the Irish accent. Yeah, when I see numbers, I become Mr. Zuma, like 7,800, 9,000, 500 million. Yeah, that's me reading numbers. Okay, not in that accent. In the accent, my own accent, which is a mixture of Greek, Afrikaans and English. I also wanted to tell you that I do try to keep up with your news, though I do not even answer the phone a lot anymore. Believe it or not, I'm actually in deep depression. Okay, not right now because I've already taken my tablets, but I am going through a depression. And for the last 10 years, of course, I'm having a problem with the brain. Not only the problem I usually have, this is an extra problem, okay? This problem is that the frontier, my frontal lobe, the chemotherapy affected it, and obviously it can't come right. So the good thing is I'm a very cheap friend to have, and I'm a very cheap mother to have and wife, because every couple of minutes I forget what you've said, what you've done, what movies I have seen. So my daughter told me the other day, we're watching a movie, and I said to her, oh my God, this is such a lovely movie. Why haven't I seen it before? She says to me, you've seen it 5 times before, Mom, and all 5 times you've said exactly the same thing. Well, I suppose that's good. I see, when I put my finger like this, you can see my tattoo on my finger. That is a rosary. Or also, actually, it's a Greek rosary. It's called a koboskini. I like to pray a lot. That's what saved me from cancer, is my prayer. Oh, I can see a lot of people watching. Lots of love, Aki. See, my friend Aki from near Philadelphia in Greece, where I was born. He's watching. Πολλά φιλάκια. Λοιπόν, πού ήμουνα? Πάλι ξέχασα. Oh, yes. So, together with all my forgetting, I have become worse with my OCD. Yeah, you see, if I put my hand like this, then you can see how bad my hands are now with the arthritis, that I have from the lupus. So I buy everything in threes. Everything has to be three. Even if I send pictures on WhatsApp, it's got to be three. And if I send four, then I have to really hold myself so that I don't send another two, because then it should be actually six, not three. Do you know how funny I am? Worse than Sheldon, except I haven't got Sheldon from Big Bang Theory, except I haven't got his brain. I buy three pants or three tops or three pajamas, anything in threes. And then I mark them with a permanent number. 1, 2, 3. And I have to wear them in sequence. God help anyone who makes me forget my sequence. Yes, I do open the tab and close the tab 3 times. And even when I wake up in the morning, I have to have 3 coffees. And my first cigarette of the day has to be 3 cigarettes. Look, the 3 comes because I was brought up as a Greek Orthodox, so everything is the Holy Trinity. But you're not supposed to take it so far, okay? I remember because I have developed depression through all the years, especially the last 10 years with the cancer, let's not all forget that I still go every 3 months for cancer scans, because there are 2 growths, 3 growths in various parts inside my system, and they check them by millimeter to see how much they've grown so they can get a biopsy. So I'm always living with the sword of Damocles over my head, But anyway, where was I now? Someone when I was young, her name was Auntie Athena. She told me I must look to the left if I forget. Gosh, I look to the left, right, and squint and everything. I remember nothing. What was I in here for? I don't know where I was. I really don't know what I was saying. Bah, gone with the wind. Anyway, so now I have given you all my explanation that Paris is still around. Paris has made mistakes, a lot of mistakes in my life, but forget about that one. But I make a lot of mistakes every day. I sometimes do overdose on my tablets because I have forgotten to take them. And I am so lucky. People in Springs, we have got some amazing, intelligent people around the world. But I'm lucky. Just here in Springs, I have 2 of my best friends are doctors. So, when I overdose, then they look after me. But I also have the 2 angels in my life, Roman and Taryn. And also, let's not forget my son-in-law, George. My son-in-law, George, is the most amazing guy you'll ever see and hear and meet. Okay, I think I put those words wrong, but it's okay. Don't worry. Other than the fact that he's a beautiful young man, the most important is his golden soul, and also he's very talented. He plays so many instruments. He sings beautifully. I want to put one of his songs here, but I think he will kill me. And also, he flies. Not he flies like Mary Poppins. He flies aeroplanes and helicopters on top of having all his degrees. Okay? So they've now become my next door neighbors, my daughter and my son-in-law. At the back of our garden, they built. I didn't do any of the building. People did the building. There is a house, a cabin, like a log cabin, with 2 bedrooms, lounge, dining room, kitchen, and obviously bathroom and shower and bath. And very important for my daughter, a walk-in closet, which unfortunately doesn't fit in all her clothes. So she's relegated her husband to the second bedroom's cupboard, and she has left a whole lot of stuff in all our cupboards. May God bless my child. Let's be honored. Let's be honest. May God bless my child, because this is the time for her to buy stuff when they are still both working and they haven't had a child. Because once you have a child, you all know as mothers, well, if there's any mother watching me, but I know for sure that I sacrifice everything for our child. Ergo, I believe that there is no Mother's Day. Every day is Mother's Day. So we don't celebrate, and we don't buy cards, and we don't buy flowers. Oh, I was going to tell you that apparently when I got depressed, I've now remembered, can you believe it? When I got in the depth of my depression, especially after my mother died, I had to go see, well, you have to see a psychiatrist so that your tablets are given to you, the antidepressives, by the psychiatrist. Otherwise, the medical aid one put them on a special payment scheme. So I went to the psychiatrist, and the other day I was reading her report, and she found me to be not only ACD, but also ADD, attention deficit disorder, and purely loopy-de-loop. No, there was nothing wrong with me. I'm not mad. Excuse me. Oh yeah, it's winter now in South Africa, and today is bloody cold. People tell me outside is warm, but I can't go outside. I always get sick. On top of it, go outside to the front garden in South Africa, you'll probably get raped, killed, and hijacked. So, don't go outside. We bought an electric scooter for me, which I would love to be riding around the neighborhood and seeing things and talking to people and making new friends. But apparently I mustn't, because they're going to steal the electric scooter, which is very expensive, my phone, and then they'll probably kill me. Well, the good thing about it is, if anybody wants to sort of kill me, and, if it's somebody like Hannibal Lecter, yeah, they're going to have food for the next 2 years because I'm so fat. Unfortunately, South Africa is becoming very bad. We have terrible amount of COVID. We are not allowed to talk about COVID. So I don't know if this video will be allowed on in the end. We have no vaccinations because all the money of South Africa is in the pocket of people that work in government. Yep. It's very sad, because if a government, say they blame everything on apartheid, okay, but they don't care about their own people. Come on, guys, build your people houses, make new jobs. What are you doing up there? Give us the government, the people. Let's start. Oh, I better not say that word, REVOLT, because then I might be put on the FBI most wanted list. Do you see how my brain moves around? It jumps from place to place, and that is apparently ADD. But the worst is my memory. My memory really has a problem, so I don't even know if I've said this before. Okay, let me stop chatting and yapping right now. And just remember, we have just celebrated Greek Easter, so I say Christos Anesti to all of you, which means Christ is risen. And if you are a stringent believer, you know that Christ is risen and can be next to us at all time. However, unfortunately, friends, Romans, countrymen, lend me your ears. Yeah, especially the right one, which is a bit deaf for me. Lend me your ears to tell you that the weird one, he who shall not be named, and I'm not talking Meghan Markle now, okay? I'm talking about the person that lives underground. He is alive and well, and he's trying to get us all to not believe. Okay, I've now jumped to another subject, and you're tired. So I say it for the I don't know how many times. I love you all. I remember you all. And the most important is each and every one of you are always in my prayers. Do not forget that. Because if one person prays for you, even a single solitary fat old lady, God listens and He watches over you. I'm sending you love all the way from weirdo South Africa and all the way from my weirdo brain. And please be well, safe, secure, and let us repent, the ones who don't believe. And remember, God, Jesus are the only paths to a righteous life. Goodbye, everyone. Lots of love.